All right, everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. We're going to be doing the Bracca special mission for the first time with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis rather than Baby Cal. So, very excited for this first run here. So, we're going to hop in. First and foremost, let's show you guys the mods that we're working on here. Whoops. So, with Seer, we changed up our strategy to mod her a little bit. So, still looking at that health and protection, but you try to throw more speed on her while still maintaining a lot of armor. So I was able to get to 75% armor, 240 speed, and I did that by sacrificing some health here by using a speed arrow. So I actually ended up just rolling this because it's got protection, defense, and health. So that's a nice mod to have there. And then for Cal Ripken Sr. here, we went with a health set and a defense set, looking at about 100, what is that, 180-ish thousand
Right.
combined health and protection, 292 speed, and then 68% armor. So again, armor still playing a very important role. We have all the Zetas for Cal, no Omicrons, and all our Zetas for Seer. So Zangster, before we hop in here, man, anything else we need to look at? Or are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, let's get in. Yeah, you always got to check the mods before you hop in this for the first time. All right,
All
so
right,
obviously,
so
obviously basic first.
yep. I will also recommend turning on the turn order list so you can see the information.
All right, basic
Yeah,
here.
let's do a basic. Let's switch to windmill defense. Call Seer to assist. What we're trying to do is we're trying to charge up to our insta kill from Jedi Cal Kestis as quickly as possible to reduce the enemy's damage output. And
Okay.
then we'll do force barrier here, get that protection up, defense up here, because they still have specials. Target the right purge trooper because we're trying to do as much damage to him. Let's do the basic. Let's do the first ability this time because we're trying to switch stance to get to 30 stacks. Whenever we switch stance, you get 10 stacks of impetus every time. Then we'll do a basic, get that tenacity up. Alright, we'll do the basic, dispel that taunt. Target the right purge trooper. And then switch stance windmill defense, switch to windmill defense, and get to 30 stacks of impetus. Alright, we'll
All
do
right.
basic again. Alright, we'll do a basic here. Dispel that taunt. Target the left purge trooper, do the insta kill, which only happens once each wave. So you don't want to do this more than once. They're going to have offense up, so what you're going to do is use the event ability, as they're going to take the next 2 turns,
Yep.
to dispel that offense up to limit the damage they do. And then obviously, Cal takes a turn right after. Let's do the basic here. All
Back
right,
to
let's
windmill
go back to
defense.
defense mode. Windmill defense calls Seer to assist.
All right,
And
basic.
then we'll do a basic here. We'll do a
Basic again.
basic here. We'll stay in defense and then call Seer to assist. We don't want to do the insta kill because it actually doesn't insta kill. It just puts your cow in a vulnerable state.
Yep.
All right,
All
let's
right.
do a basic here. Let's stay in windmill defense. We don't want to stay in windmill defense forever. At the end of the wave 1, we want to switch to an
Okay.
offensive stance. Um,
Force barrier.
Seer used the force barrier right now. It's just so that we have it on off cooldown at the start of wave 2. Let's do a basic here. After Seer does her second force barrier, we want to keep track of her cooldowns to ultimate so we can time it right where we leave stance by the end of
Okay,
the
so
wave.
staying
We'll
in
stay
windmill
in windmill
defense.
defense. We'll do a basic here. We'll do a basic here. We'll do windmill defense again. 4 turns to ultimate, so no need to leave. We'll do a basic 3 turns to ultimate for Seer. We'll do a basic here. We'll do windmill defense, call Seer to assist.
Okay, basic
We'll
again.
do a basic here. Basic. windmill defense, 2 turns to ultimate. We also want to keep an eye out for Purge Trooper's health. We don't want the health to go too low because we will be in danger of killing him
Okay.
before, we kill him with the ultimate. So if those who have Omicrons, just watch out for that. In
So,
which case, you want to just target the probe droid.
so
Um,
basic here.
Basic here, get that tenacity up, and then just remember that cow. Cow is likely going to take another turn. Looking at the turn meter, most of the time I um would recommend the first ability for folks, but if only Seer has more turn meter than what she does have currently right now, but because everyone's has different speeds, what this looks like at the end of the 10th turn um, might be different. So right now, I would recommend doing whirlwind. I mean, not yeah, windmill defense. I recommend a second ability. Call Seer to assist. We should have Cal's turn before
Yep.
Seer takes another turn, and
So
then they'll do a
basic,
basic here,
and then
and
switch
then
to
they'll
this one.
do the whirlwind slam. The exit is very important, and then we'll do the throw the saber and enter wave 2. It's
There
very
we
important that
go.
you leave this wave with the offense stance.
All right. So now let's go back up. Okay, so basic here.
So yes, so now we're saving the second sister for the first insta kill, so most of our damage is going to go to the Purge Trooper on the left. Let's do the basic on the second sister. Target the Purge Trooper on the left, do a switch to windmill defense, get stacks of impetus. Charge up to that insta kill as quickly as possible. Do the
Uh,
force barrier, get that protection up, defense up to reduce incoming special mass assist damage. Um, let's do the basic here. Let's target the Purge Trooper. Now we want to do the first ability. This is where we could be vulnerable, but you need to get to the insta-kill quickly. So they could gun down Cal, and they're gunning down Cal. They're trying to go through him. Luckily, we modded some defense for Cal. So if you didn't mod defense for Cal, um, he will probably be in the yellow right now,
okay.
which would not be too safe. So that's why modding is so important because the AI could just choose to gun down Cal when he's vulnerable.
So now we do the basic
Let's
here.
do a basic for the tenacity up. All right,
Okay.
as you can see, Cal gets 30% protection, so you don't have to worry about modding for health all the time. If you have better survivability stats on your protection for Gen Knight Cal Kestis, go for that
Okay.
instead. Let's do the basic here on the Purge Trooper on the left. All right, let's target the Purge Trooper on the left. Let's do the second ability, windmill defense, call Seer to assist.
Okay. So
All
let me
right, let's do the
basic this
basic
dude.
on the Purge Trooper on the left. All right, let's target the second sister and kill her. And it feels a whole lot easier with Gen Knight Cal Kestis.
Yes, it does. All right, and then basic.
Let's do a basic with Purge Trooper. You're still not out of the woods yet, but now you are because now you're basically going to take the next turn, do a basic, and then you're staying windmill defense for the rest of this wave. Unlike wave 1, there's no wave after this, so you don't have to prepare to go back out to offense stance when entering a new wave. Um, you can just stay in it. There's no reason to leave it.
Yeah, and that's because in windmill defense we've got a lot more like defense and they have less offense and stuff, so that's why we want them on this, correct?
That is absolutely correct. There is a strange bug going on at the moment where whenever probe droid explodes on you, or when Purge Trooper specs on you, that they insta kill your Cal or your Seer. I've seen that happen a couple of times, so that could give people a scare on when that happens. You could still technically win, but it is a lot harder to win in that circumstance, obviously, because one of your characters just went down. And then
Yep.
Seer has 55% health steal, so you're just staying in windmill defense, calling her to assist. So whenever she loses her full protection, like now, um, you can just keep on calling her target Purge Trooper who has armor shred on it, so she goes back to full health. That armor that she has that reduces incoming damage helps her survive. 72% seems to be a good number.
I think this should be the killing blow here, right?
Yeah, there's one curveball, which is when the Purge Trooper could taunt with protection up. At this rate, when you have your ultimate ready,
Yep.
you in that case you want to wait one turn, wait for Cal
Yes.
to dispel it, and then you can throw the saber. This
So
happens
the,
sometimes, not very often. Um, but yeah, you don't want to throw the saber too soon, I guess. But if you have the right mods, then it's okay. Either way, you might just
but
wait for the
yes,
next ultimate.
but you normally just wait until he's not having protection up, and then we throw this puppy.
Right.
There we go. That was beautiful. That's so much easier than with Baby Cal, I feel. So I think the
That's
only
right.
change, so now playing that mission through, I think the only change I'd make to my Jedi Knight Cal Kestis would be having played that now, kind of seen the way it works. I think I would change my mod loadout here to have more, like I'd try to see if I have protection mods here rather than health. The only problem is my defense might take a, like this one I could switch. Like this would be better.
Yeah, this will be easily be better. Yeah.
Because now that you know that he's gaining back that protection every turn, I feel like that's the smarter decision. And then I lose a bit of defense here, but I gain. Let's see how much. So it dropped armor about 3%, but we gain a lot more protection with that. Or I could go, yeah. So here, I think I'd do this. So I think I would go for higher protection on Cal because he's regaining it every single turn. Um, I think that's a smarter move there rather than the way I had it before. So that's the only change I'd make to the modding, guys. Zangster, thank you so much for walking me through that. I will leave you all go so that way I can go redo my mods. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully it gives you some indication of how to use Cal and Seer in that Bracca special mission. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.